For the past 8 years, Detroiters have been driving their own rebirth of the city by participating in the annual Arise Detroit Neighborhoods Day. The nonprofit organization brings together community groups, block clubs, churches, and thousands of volunteers who create their own neighborhood activities on the first Saturday in August. The events range from cleanup projects to festivals, health fairs, sporting events, and educational activities. Even houses get built and renovated on Neighborhoods Day. Joining us now is the executive director of Arise Detroit, Luther Keith, along with Sandra Cobb, who is the chief of community development for Habitat for Humanity, which is a longtime participant in Neighborhoods Day. Thanks for being here on
Thanks
American
for having me.
Luther, you're here every year for Neighborhoods Day.
And happily so.
This is like it's like our anniversary.
It truly is,
right?
and Steve, I want to thank you again. But Detroiters in the neighborhoods have really created something special here. I think it's unique in the nation.
Yeah.
Detroiters themselves have created this day that I call a day of celebration, conversation, and commitment, where people get up, do things as you describe. And it's not just a celebration, it's a commitment to making our city better. And this day is really about hope, because all these people believe we can create a better future. So it's remarkable to see this thing that Luther Keith didn't create it, Arise Detroit didn't create it. People in the neighborhoods of Detroit
people of Detroit created
exactly,
this, right?
And it's an incredible thing to be part of.
Yeah, well, and it's growing, right? I mean, it gets bigger every year.
Absolutely. The first year we did this, and we didn't know how we could do it. We did 2000. We had about 55 events. The last couple of years, it's been around 200, and it's growing. This year, we're going to be announcing. We have some major partners. We have people coming up from 14 states and Canada working across Detroit during the summer through Neighborhoods Day that we're partnering with suburban groups, churches, just remarkable demonstrations of people's belief in the city. Now, particularly, too, that the focus is on Detroit. There's a lot of interest in neighborhoods. We have people discovering Detroit for the first time. We have a lot of people who have never left and continue to believe, and it's great to bring both of them together.
Yeah, yeah. Sandra, I would imagine that because Habitat is involved, that has to do with building houses, which I sort of referenced in the intro, but tell me about that role.
Well, you know, we're really bigger than just building houses.
Right.
Habitat is about building community.
Sure.
And what I love about Arise Detroit and Neighborhoods Day, it's an opportunity to highlight what the residents and community are doing every day in the city of Detroit. We appreciate it, and unfortunately, it's not highlighted, you know, in the news and in media as much as it could be.
Sure.
So, but you have people who live Detroit, who are committed to Detroit and a revitalization of Detroit every day.
Yeah.
And so this is just a fun time for us to come together and say, hey, we're here, we've been here, this is what we do because we believe in the city of Detroit, and Habitat is privileged to be a part of it.
Yeah, very good. Tell me what you're hearing. I know you are in touch with people in the neighborhoods, not just on this day, but throughout the year. What are you hearing from people in the neighborhoods about where the city is headed? What are they saying about the new mayor?
It's interesting. A lot of people are asking me that question. I was just asked that just the other day by a news person, believe it or not. I actually think that there is a almost palpable sense of hope in this community, and I like to stay out of politics.
Right.
So, but I think it's very clear that the new leadership with the mayor, he's tapped into something. He's just tapped into it. He's been able to demonstrate some real change that we're able to see. You know, the lights going on and some of the other issues that are going on. And even with the bankruptcy, how do you feel about that? I think we're at a time in Detroit for a perfect storm of change. That's what's happening in Detroit right now. And people have tapped into that. And as they see these signs of change, they want to be part of it. And so I really do feel that you've got a long way to go, a lot of struggles that still need to be, that we still have to undertake. But people want to engage. I can tell you one thing. I went to Mackinac Policy Conference as you did. Steve, I've been up there several times. This is the first time where people didn't want to just listen. They said, what can we do? How can we get involved? In a way that wasn't there before. So I really sense that we're at a time of real change is happening, and it's great to be part of it and see the hope in these people in the neighborhoods. My issue is that there's still such a demand for stuff. There's so many neighborhoods that need work, and so we've tapped into some of that, but we try to pull together the resources from our sponsors to provide resources to people in the neighborhoods, because that's what they need to do some of this. We know the city can't do it all, so we try to make this day not just a day where people get up and do things, where we can bring resources to the table to assist them as well.
Right, right. You've got to be hearing that people want to do more in Detroit than they used to, and are looking for the opportunity. I feel like everybody's all charged up about, okay, well, let's do something, but finding that right opportunity and sort of targeting it is.
Well, there's so many agencies. Habitat is just one of the community groups in the city of Detroit doing great things for the communities and for the residents. And something that Luther said, the residents in Detroit know that they are the solution to what we need in the city of Detroit.
Yeah.
And there's no one sitting around waiting for someone to come rescue us. Right. The residents realize we have to do it, and they're doing it every day, Steve.
Yeah.
They're out there doing community cleanups. We're involved with, of course, housing, Habitat for Humanity, dealing with vacant property, rehabbing, new construction. And there are a lot of corporate partners out there who are engaged and want to make investment in the city of Detroit. There are faith groups out there who are saying, what's our role? How do we show that we care about the city of Detroit? And they're doing it. They're doing it every day.
And one of the things, too, that we have with our website at risedetroit.org, that, in real time, you can see Neighborhoods Day grow. I think this morning we have over 150 organizations, businesses, block clubs that are already on board. Actually, you can go on our website and see what is happening where, and if you want to volunteer, make a direct contact. And we have many groups that are doing that right now. So there's a way to do that, come in and actually be involved. We're going to have students from University of Detroit Mercy involved, Wayne State University, a lot of young people, Denby High School. It's going to showcase an amazing thing, the depth all across this city of people, large and small, black and white, are coming together to be part of this day.
Yeah. Talk to me about some of the events that people might participate in.
Well, of course, we have a lot of groups. Even though Neighborhoods, I have to remind our media people, it's not just a cleanup day, but a lot of groups, the physical look of the city is important. That's why with all the emphasis on black. So we have many, many groups that are going to be doing a cleanup of their neighborhoods, cleanup of parks, those type of things, beautification projects. We also are looking for people out there. We have at least 21 Detroit public schools that we have up for adoption, where companies can adopt these schools for beautification projects now. That's exactly right. Chrysler Group has already adopted 2 schools already. Last year we did 12 schools. So if you have a community group or organization, you want a project, these are ready-made projects. Bring resources, bring volunteers, come and get the schools ready for the fall.
So is this like painting in the schools?
Painting, it could be painting, it could be beautification around the school, a lot of different things. They have up together wish lists. Some are pretty ambitious, but they're looking for help because, again, the resources are at a premium here. So that's one of the things that we're doing. And some little nuggets of things over at the Detroit Science Center. We have actually the Detroit Public Library and the Science Center and the Museum of African American History are all involved in Neighborhoods Day. But what's unique about the Science Center, Tanya Matthews over there, is they're putting together a project where kids can create their own neighborhoods with real materials, where you can come to the Science Center and kind of create a neighborhood, which I think is really unique. We have another group called Heal Detroit. They're doing a march, anti-crime march. One group is starting at 7 Mile and Van Dyke. One group is starting at 7 Mile in Greenfield. They're going to meet at Palmer Park for a whole rally. So a lot of different things. We have a wonderful woman named Hollywood Johnson, who the Hollywood Golf Tournament, Hollywood Golf Institute, who for years has helped urban kids get scholarships playing golf. She's going to have a youth golf tournament, which she always does, but she's got 20 kids from Harlem, New York, coming as well to be part of this. So this is a smorgasbord of incredible things all over the city. Did you know there's a new college in Detroit called Grace College, a new liberal arts college called Grace College on the west side of Detroit? They're having an open house to announce themselves to the city that day. And what's Neighborhoods Day has become like a magnet for positive things of all kinds. It's like attracting it, so people look to be involved. They connect with this day because they know they're being part of some positive. I was telling someone yesterday, I had a group from Saginaw, drove down to hear about Arise Detroit and Neighborhoods Day, and they said, how have you been able to do this? Well, we have tapped into, Steve, we've tapped into a feeling of hope, and that there are little pockets of hope. But with Neighborhoods Day, it connects the dots on the pockets. Exactly. And people want to be part of that. Someone in Southwest Detroit wants to know there's someone on the east side doing something, or the north end. And this day allows you to be connected. So you are not in this battle by yourself. Exactly.
It's such a big city, and it's so disconnected in some ways.
Exactly. So Neighborhoods Day, you are not in this by yourself. There's somebody like a Sandra Cobb on the west side of Detroit also doing things. And so it's the beauty to be able to see this day. And my frustration with this day, quite frankly, is there's so much stuff going on that you can't see it all.
To all of it, right?
But it's really an incredible thing. And my thing is that I want Detroiters, even the nation, to recognize we always celebrate things that are uniquely Detroit, Motown Museum. We should celebrate this day. This is a day, it was not ordained by the city, by the mayor, by the state, or the president. The people in the neighborhoods created this incredible day and have made it what it is. So again, it's a great thing to be part of, and we're looking forward to it. because it says a great thing about the heart and soul of this city.
Yeah, well, that's a great testament to it. I would be remiss if I didn't point out that I always think this is a great example of, you are a great example of how one person can go off and start their own thing, and it becomes this great community effort. So,
well, it's only because God
has
has been good to me and a lot of people in the community. So thank you all for that, and thank you again for Steve for giving us that time. And I want to say that success has not changed. You seem like the same great guy you were before.
I'm trying to. That's right. Thank you guys for being here.
All right.